episode 50 of Spaza Talk. Umshuti Wabashuti is in the building. But man, that chair is kind of empty, man. It's kind of empty, man. Where you at, homie? Come through. Issue.
Sup, Maji?
What's up, homie?
You good?
Yeah, man, you look like you just came from France.
I'm too happy.
You sound like you just came from France.
Yeah, bro, I was on a yacht.
You were on a yacht.
I was on a yacht.
Issue.
On a yacht.
Hey, man, welcome back to episode 50. This is the last episode.
It's the last, man. Half a century.
Issue,
Half a century, 70. Work hard.
Shout out to you guys also for listening
Shout
to
out
us.
to you.
You guys started with us on Spotify and Apple Music, Apple Podcasts.
When times were hard.
Now
we are.
Now we are for real, and you guys are sticking with us, and we shout out. We really enjoy the love, guys. Please help us get this to at least 200 likes on YouTube. So make sure you smash the like button if you are watching this video. This is Spaza Talk, episode 50, the last episode.
For the year.
For the year.
Okay. It's for the year.
It's for the year.
The season is done. We're coming back with season 2 reloaded.
For sure.
When? Third week of Jan?
We definitely got you guys. I know that there'll be juicy news happening in December. So we're
gonna cover all of that.
So
we're gain up our weight.
In
different ways. Some will bless us with new mishanas after 9 months.
And we saw a lot of people are getting married, which is actually amazing too.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but you know something just on that topic, something kind of sad and off topic, but did you know that divorce rates are higher in January, in the first Monday of January? I read this in the newspaper somewhere. I don't know the legitimacy of it, but that's basically what it says.
They have their December stock,
and
that's what messes up everything.
Sure, yeah.
With your 20%, you mess up a proper 80%.
Not even, and I think sometimes they're messing up a 100%.
100%. With a zero. From Groove. From a Conga. What's that place in Eastern Cape? Enyobin. You guys, no man. Let's respect our women, whether they gone or what. Keep safe, chill with the boys, play some PlayStation, head to the beach. Something wholesome.
Yeah, something wholesome, bro.
Something wholesome, man.
Yes.
She's gonna come back.
But I won't lie, I saw something which is amazing. I saw a lot of people are in December mode, and I say this because I saw youngins. I was playing golf the other day, and the youngins are pumping some music, they're drinking, they're in a December mood. I looked at them, I was like, damn, that used to be me, But yeah, I mean, I'm quite an oldie now, so
golden old.
Yeah, I'm a golden oldie. I'm a veteran. That's why I do stats on Twitter right now.
We am taller. While other kids are having a pool party.
Hey, having a pool party. But man, we back, bro. We back with the last episode. There's so much juicy news. Any news that happened for you last week?
Last week was shaky.
Was shaky, eh?
Not for me though.
Oh, for who?
For the ANC.
Very shaky.
I know we've been saying a lot about the ANC. Not that we against them or anything, but there's just been a lot happening. Ubab Jacob Zuma dropped a bombshell.
A serious bombshell.
On the 16th. The day of reconciliation.
The day that we were, he did a number on us, I'm not gonna lie.
The day he pulled through. It's like,
I didn't know. Boom. I'm gonna pull the two famous letters.
You understand? MK.
And M no K.
M no K. For those who don't know what MK stands for, it stands for Umkhonto Wesizwe. Yeah. So Ubaba launched a new political party on the 16th. It's been a long time coming, because I see the party's handle on Twitter. It's been active from November, so late November. From November this year.
So they've been planning.
Yeah, there's other parody accounts, but that one is written at MK it's MK at Umkhonto Wesizwe.
Okay, so they've actually got it's something that they like, it's legit.
It's the legit. No, the at handle is at MK, I think.
Okay. We just need to verify that.
I just need to verify, but it has that. There's other parody accounts that have been created already that are written Umkhonto Wesizwe. They're not legit. They're not legit. Just also look at who's following the account. And
we know Zuma will be following it himself.
Definitely. And the daughter. Who's the daughter? Zandile.
Tutuzi. Zama. Not Tutuzani. So I'm sure if those guys are following him, that's definitely the legit account.
Sure. So this Twitter account started in November is now sitting on 8.5 thousand followers.
Okay, that's actually a nice goal.
When I checked this morning, this morning or yesterday it was on 7,000 something. Today it's 8.5.
I would love to see what it's doing on Facebook, because the market for that political party is definitely not so active on Twitter, but Facebook they definitely are.
It's for the matured audience. I think they also picked a struggle, right? They said, we want to appeal to the older generation, because a lot of people, hey, it's not from me, it's what they say. A lot of people don't know what to vote for, because ANC is not an option, but they don't know who's the alternative. They don't trust the DA, some of them. They don't trust Action SA. They don't trust the EFF because of being very radical. But the MK just hits the sweet spot because it speaks to that matured audience, especially more in the KZN region. Right? So they know what to vote for now. The youth are leaning towards EFF.
Okay.
Right? So they want to disrupt the ANC. The whole point is to disrupt, because they feel like they're not moving out, they're getting too comfortable, and they are messing up.
For sure.
Those are not my words, guys. Those are not my words.
But we also know that Bob Zuma has a lot of support in KZN. And there's been a lot of talk that if he moves to his own party, people will follow him, because a lot of the KZN people were voting ANC because of him. But we will see. I mean, we'll definitely see what's coming up, and if he's contesting for the 2024 elections. Is it too late? Is it not too late?
Ubaba is very strategic. I think, ANC, if he did this earlier on, they were going to come up with a strategy to counter this. But now it's late, boss. Now it's late. It's December. People are going to come back January, hangover, February, love month, Freedom Day. Baba will be up there. Baba will be singing. Good Friday, you're driving to KZN in Kandla, he'll be giving people food.
And not t-shirts from a back of a white BMW.
The time good to May, the X marks the spot. For sure. It's different times.
But interesting news. I mean, we see that in the political space, it's heating up. We also have sad news, but we are obviously going to talk about it in our top trending topics. And it definitely is number one, the passing of Zahara, if you have not heard. But we'll definitely talk about it earlier. The legendary Zahara, by the way. But this is episode 50 of Spaza Talk. From the 11th of December until the 17th of December.
December. It's not December. December. With a Z.
Yeah, there has to be a Z. There has to be a Z for sure. December. But we talked about, just before we jump onto the podcast, we talked about maybe like Abo Vodacom, Abo MTN will do summer campaigns. We haven't seen anything.
I know there's a few campaigns, but they're not getting as much hype. So that means the media, they're not directing the media the right way.
Sure.
Because we are forever on YouTube. And I haven't seen anything Vodacom. I haven't seen, maybe good TV, that's where they're playing it, like SABC sports, and all those kind of things. Because I hardly watch traditional TV. So we'll check there. I'll check there. Before we say they haven't done anything, I think I'm going to check there.
Okay.
And then there's something. MTN is one. I know. I think I've seen the MTN one. I think I've seen that one.
I must check it out if there is one. But that will be interesting to see what summer campaigns are rolling right now.
But while you're talking about summer, I see My Way is dominating Mondays right now. Right?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the My Way insurance.
Sure, what's happening?
So they have My Way Mondays, where they test users, they test our knowledge on My Way products.
Okay.
So they'll ask you which My Way products help you with if you are stuck on the freeway or things like that. And then all the people that guess the right answers stand a chance to win a retail vouchers. So they're giving away 40 retail vouchers every Monday.
Okay, that's actually quite dope.
It's been running for some time now.
Okay.
Probably like 3 months in.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, like 3 months in, because I've been tracking the hashtag, seeing what they're doing in that space, and owning a day is becoming a thing for brands.
For sure, especially Mondays. I mean, Mondays are definitely known for hashtag motivational Mondays, and we don't ever see motivation.
There's no motivation now. We only see Skomota on Mondays. They're giving us a rap as to what he was doing on Saturday. Who did he kiss?
Who did he kiss this time? No. But interestingly, Lebs, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of police presence, by the way, just to let everybody know also. Just, drive safely, don't drive drunk, use an Uber, do whatever you can to avoid the police. And the police, I think, have deployed, is it 1,000 or 10,000 across the country for December, just to look out for people generally. And to make sure we're all safe. I mean, we also want to get through this December very safe, Lebs.
Sure.
You know, we've already seen a few passings that happened on Twitter.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to the 2 people that passed away on Twitter, Zahara, and obviously then there's another change. I think DJ Mlu passed away also. Mlu, I think DJ Mlu, he passed away. Yeah, so he was quite a popular guy, and it was quite big news on Twitter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're definitely hoping for a clean December. December,
I know it. It's an old one. It's in the previous album. It's in his first album actually.
Sure, yeah. I can't remember what he says after, but yeah, dope song. I'm just hoping we all come out in January refreshed and ready to take on.
Angifune motenja.
Okay, yeah.
Angifune muzo musha. I've been listening to his Mugo and the other one, Inkabzez.
Yeah, dope one. But yeah, I hope to see you guys all in January, all safe and sound, listening to Spaza Talk again, pressing the like button and the subscribe button. But without wasting any more time, we've just given you guys the juicy news that has happened during the week. I'm sure there's obviously more happening, but let's get to the top trending hashtags of the week. And unfortunately, the first one is super sad news.
R.I.P.
Yeah, the country has lost a lot in the country.
Yeah.
So the number 1 hashtag is R.I.P. Zahara. Please give us the stats on that, bro.
So R.I.P. Zahara got 35,000 mentions and 740 million impressions. I think there's even more because probably others didn't even use the hashtag, just the name Zahara on its own. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing I do know is that celebrities hardly ever use the hashtags because especially on things like that, it's quite sensitive, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, you know, around this story to deter a little bit, but the legendary Zahara, there's also news then with DJ Sbu attached to it too, because some of the royalties apparently still go to, so, you know, like again, we're seeing a passing happening in this news.
You know, while you're on that tip, I do not understand Twitter people, right? I know when someone passes on, you need to show respect and all those kind of things. But I think that applies even when those people are still alive.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Don't just pay respect when people have passed on.
That's so true,
because
right?
There were videos circulating of Zahara this year, and people were making a joke out of her.
Yes.
And now all of a sudden, you putting pictures of her saying, "Oh, we care."
But a lot of it is called clout, right? It's clout.
Stop chasing clout.
It's being relevant. Yeah. It's being part of the topic, being part of the conversation. You can't miss out. And some people, I think, they think too big. I don't know. This is just me, guys. Don't hate me. Don't think too big. Like, you know, don't think too big where you are now. You have to add hashtags and like do this.
Hijacking hashtags.
Yeah, I'm like that, bro. I'm not going to lie. If like, you know, I still feel in my own corner, I still feel very sorry for the family and everybody that's lost, but I'm not going to act out on Twitter and now start tweeting. So you're right. There were videos and information circulating about Zahara, about her career, about everything that was happening in her life. That wasn't good news, and people weren't really spreading good news. But now because she passed away,
they are taking DJ Sbu.
Yeah, and they want to use the hashtag. Honestly, some people just want to use the hashtag and to be part of the conversation. But yeah,
and as a Nyizinto, I think you mustn't act like you know you're a lawyer now because you're on Twitter saying DJ Sbu royalties. People signed.
For sure, yeah.
There are documents that you signed.
For sure, yeah.
Once you sign that, you agree to whatever.
For sure, and we don't know the backstory of everything. This is all assumptions anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's very, very sad news and a huge loss for the country. Zahara has passed away. Loliwe. What a legendary song, man. And I definitely hope all the streams go up, and I hope that she gets some money and some dignity, and she gets buried in a nice way. But our number 2 is just
the queen.
The queen herself.
The queen is queenie. She
stays queenie.
She stays queenie.
Even in December, she's queenie.
She just had to make space for Zahara to be up there. Pay respect.
For sure.
Final respect.
Look, when we're looking at the impressions, the RP Zahara impressions versus the Kositola impressions, there's a big difference, right?
There's a massive difference.
Yeah. And only rightly so. I do think that Kosi Reigns fans are really doing really, really well to keep it up there, because there are other topics that could come up, you know, higher than that. Like in case you missed it, the Premiership also, 2024 is our 1994, a very strong hashtag.
Sure. That's a massive one. So Kositola she's our number 2, as we know. She got 32,000 mentions. Zahara is on 35, 32. With 24 million impressions. Zahara is on 740.
That's quite a lot.
24.
Yeah.
So thanks to the Queen. Thank you, Queen, for for giving us giving the numbers number one spot to the legendary Zahara.
For sure.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, it's almost like she
yeah, it's like, down. Yeah. Like she owns the trend.
I think Cozy Rain's fans also definitely are fans of Zahara, and they must have participated.
They put their support
for sure, which makes quite a lot of sense. But Cozy Twala number 2 in South Africa.
Number 3, it's not my favorite really. Gaza, because it's sad. It's not my favorite because it's sad. Like watching those videos, watching all those killings, man. I can't even stomach that anymore. I can't watch those.
No,
I think I watched it the first time when it happened, the first week. After that, I was like, nah, it's hard for me because I'm a dad, right?
Sure, and another thing, you feel helpless.
Yeah, I'm helpless. If I can't help, why am I entertaining and circulating these kind of things? But if I had the power to say, this must stop today, well, I'd be wearing a flag or something on my back right now.
Sure. Look, I saw a video in Stanton. I think the Zara store had to close down because of something. I'm not too sure what it was for.
Palestine supporters saying that Zara, I almost said Zara. Zara is supporting Israel. I don't know, maybe where they get their goods
or something like that. Yeah, for sure.
Or they've showed support to Israel in some way. I'm not really following that.
Not too sure, but
Stanton City was packed. Zara was packed. And yeah, man, I think I don't know what to say about those kind of things. How do you feel about those kind of things? Like going straight to the store because the employees don't know anything.
Look, I mean, I'm very much for that, to be honest, Liz. I think you can't trade in a country when you support certain things. When you to trade in this country, there's some laws that these businesses follow.
Sure.
And you cannot be supporting a war, and then also at the same time in a country where it just came back from plenty wars, and you're claiming to be innocent. What if you turn on us one day?
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm definitely against that. I think, what happened at the store definitely had to happen. It's unfortunate because of the employees that work there that don't know anything about it, but the store itself deserves some sort of, something that must happen to it. And stores like that, I think, since they're global, they can also afford to pay employees a few months up front while they sort out their business.
Those guys won't do something like that. Reason why I say that, because even the employees might get hurt. Knowing our people and how they act, like riots or toy. The wrong person, because you're wearing your Zara uniform, going to the taxi rank, next thing you're being attacked. You know what I mean? And you've never shown any support. So that's why I'm against that to a certain degree, because the level of understanding and the level of being rational tends to fade when things like that happen. You lose all your senses of being rational.
Very true.
This person didn't say they support.
And it's so crazy. Like, you can circulate one video on Twitter, and some people can take it as the Bible and not research further.
Exactly. That's the problem with Twitter.
Yeah.
And that's why we started this podcast. Just to give them context around certain things before you start. This is things you don't even know.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you. But that is Gaza trending at number 3 in South Africa. Then we have a new number 4.
Number 4. Skim Sam. Skim Sam. Who is Skim Sam?
Yeah, okay, now we're Skim Sam. Hey,
Skim Sam, there's probably massive things happening there. I don't watch the show, so I wouldn't know. Like I said, I don't watch traditional TV, but I know about Skim Sam. I know the characters there, and it's a dope show, man. I think it's the second best show on SABC1, if I'm not mistaken, after Uzalo.
In terms of viewership, right?
In terms of viewership, I think Uzalo is still number 1, and Skim Sam is number 2. Skim Sam got 9,000 mentions. No. Did I give stats on Gaza? I didn't. So Gaza got 9,000 mentions and 141 million impressions. Okay. And then Skim Sam number 4, it got 9,000 mentions and 382 million impressions. I guess that conversation it's a household conversation. It's that conversation you'll have with your mom. It's that conversation you will have with your colleagues at work. There was this one colleague I know. She used to talk about Skim Sam always. We even called her Skim Sam. Because when she comes like, yo, did you see so-and-so? Yo, did you see so-and-so? And then we're like, oh, my Lord, here we go again. But Skim Sam is loved, man. It's a household conversation. And
I see that. I don't know if Clement really got married, or it was actually the show. So there's pictures of Clement, and I don't know if the other lady is...
it's probably the show.
I wonder if it's the show. So there's quite a lot going on around that topic of Skim Sam. I think that's exactly what happened. Somebody might have gotten married on the show, which I think is definitely Clement. So yeah, Skim Sam trending at number 4 in South
Nice
Africa.
one, Clement. Props, my brother, for getting married. Congratulations, it's December. We're saying shout out to everyone that's getting married. You are number 1 on our list, Mr. Clement.
For sure, shout out to you. Skim Sam, brand new entry on Spaza Talk. Yeah. Number 5.
Number five is tricky. Number 5. This guy was performing at Mapungubwe.
Okay. Yeah.
I hope I didn't butcher that. If it's someone's name or surname, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mapungubwe Art Festival. Sounds vendor to me.
Yeah.
And guess who was performing? Not Alostro, but the other guy. Skomota.
I see he was performing with the Queen of South Africa.
Who's the Queen? Shoma Jones.
No, not the other Queen. The other vendor Queen.
And
Limpopo Queen.
Yeah. Numakads. Hey, man, they had to put out Homie on stage. Homie was performing. Apparently, he makes... but it's from Edvo Beriru.
What is he performing?
I couldn't even hear what he was saying, bro. I could, because I saw a couple of videos. One was posted by Edvo Beriru.
Beriru said that nigga owns about 560,000 a month.
He earns
something like that.
Come on.
Who's paying him that? If you are paying him, please can you go in the comments
and tell us that you're
in fact, we also need a fact checker. Fact checker, please get into the comments. We need a comment fact checker. So please get in the comments, fact check, and let us know if Komoto is getting paid that much. I mean,
yeah, we want to know these kids that pay so much money.
I'll do what he does. I'm not going to lie. And kiss a couple of girls. Okay, I don't want to kiss a couple of frogs. I'm not going to lie. But I'll do the dance moves to earn 560K a month.
Kissing, trust me, you won't get paid for that, my G. If kissing paid, I'm telling you, there'd be a lot of businesses. There'd be a lot of Kissa United, even soccer clubs, Kissa FC.
Interesting.
So Skomota got 8,000 mentions.
Yeah.
You probably got more than that, because this is the hashtag Skomota. He's mentioned even for anything.
Sure.
So he got 8,000 mentions and 30 million impressions for this grand performance that he made. I think this was like the Limpopo Festival. I believe Shoma Josie was also performing at the same event. I believe
she was. She had to be there. I mean, Shoma Josie is hot right now. She's got a new... Wow. Do not let your daughter see their hair, because she sees their hair. She did.
Her hair is pink now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Did you buy the Shoma Josie one, or just a different one?
She doesn't even know Shoma Josie. Okay. Like, is that Shoma Josie? Like, who's Shoma Josie?
Okay, interesting. But shout out to Shoma Josie. Shout out to the Limpopo Queens. And shout out to Skomota for making it in the top 5.
Hey, man, and for getting paid.
For sure.
Paid, bro.
For sure. Do we have a bonus for the week?
More than most CEOs out there.
When you wake up every day, you are grinding. You say
that's your pay.
Yeah, you're far from your pay. That's in 2 years' time. When they're just doing it. Come on, man. Shout out to you, man. Sure. Do we have a brand of the week?
No bonus. No bonus.
Oh, no bonus.
There's no bonus. Brand of the week is at the end, Zooms.
Okay.
Hey, you are rushing to end this podcast.
No. It's our last one. Look, I'm chilled, bro. I mean, I've got like something that I also want to talk about, which happened over the weekend, which is the Kespa Vestis belief.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, the videos look.
I'm not gonna lie, the videos look incredible, man. I want to be part of that thing one day, man. It just looks amazing.
It looked dope.
He gave out in his speech.
Yeah.
That if you hear by Crook, shout out to you.
Yeah.
And then it takes me back to the story of the lady who went to. She said she's going to bed at 2 or something like that.
When was that? 2 years ago.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. She went to bed at 2 a.m. and she was seen at Casper's all white.
Because a waterfall. Twerking. Young lady, explain yourself.
On top of the Bentley, but yeah, man, those are the top
like that Grand Theft Auto chick.
Yeah. But those are the top trending hashtags. Emuzansi. But yeah, that's from last week.
That's last week, man. I believe you're gonna take us through went out, how many tweets went out, and the sentiment, so that we can just gauge where the country is. Is it negative? Because it's December now. It should be 100% positive. So give me good news,
man.
We
are hoping, bro.
Oh, I'm reaching. Am I reaching?
But no, maybe not. Let's check. Let's see. My nigga, I don't think you're reaching, in terms of the positive sentiment. But let's see the amount of tweets that went out last week. We have a 1% decrease, which is kind of strange.
Positive or negative?
No, this is not the sentiment. This is the amount of tweets that went out. So we're gonna get to the sentiment.
Hey, I'm in a rush.
I don't know if you're reaching. So we're gonna get there. Let's see. But in terms of tweets that went out last week, we have just 6.6 million tweets that went out, which is a 1% decrease. Mm-hmm. And then in terms of Twitter, what December, it's just a 2% increase, but it's showing that people are still very much active on December.
Free Wi-Fi. They're coming to Josie. Yeah, they are in Josie. They are all the capitals.
So those are the unique authors, with just 120,000 unique authors from last week. And let's get to the mood. Especially, how are they feeling?
Where is it? Where is it?
The negative has gone down, which is great.
Good.
By 5%, with just over 1.5 million tweets that were negative.
Is very, very good.
The positive also went down, unfortunately, from the week before. So it went down by 3%, with just under, I think it's probably like 800,000 tweets that went out that were positive last week. But, Lebs, we always say this, right? The negative tweets are supported by quite a lot of words that we don't realize are negative in our speech.
Sure. There's a couple of words that contribute to that, and yeah, I think you're quite right. So sorry for jumping in.
No sweat at all. So let's see what the negative sentiment, the word cloud says for the sentiment, right? And that could give us a bit of a
sense check.
Yeah, sure. But I'm seeing Zuma here, which is quite strange, right?
So, why are you there? Why are you there, bro?
Why am I taking strange, man? But we obviously know it's because of the political party he just started, right? So there's bad news around that.
Okay.
And then we're seeing Gaza, which has been going on for quite some time. I think the news is obviously elevating as we go, as it
ANC
happens.
is in caps, and it's bigger than all of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's the number one, and definitely the biggest one in there. And we see FUCK, which is there. I wonder
the
what's
F word.
Yeah,
the F word.
And then South,
there's Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa there.
Ramaphosa is definitely on there. Social media is on here. Honestly, why not among?
What is that? America. America is also in the middle of all this chaos. There's America. America is a common denominator.
And it's right there in small caps, but it doesn't realize it's actually quite a lot.
Key.
Yeah, but let's look at the positive sentiment, which is actually quite amazing. We're seeing God.
Oh, God did.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, but we birthday
a couple of people's birthday. Yeah, definitely. We're saying good morning.
Hello.
South Africa, enjoy.
The Queen
herself, of course.
Yep. 4 times, Baba.
4 times.
Kozitwala without a hashtag. Kozitwala with the hashtag. Kozitwala again with the hashtag. Did someone get it wrong? Why is it showing up twice? Interesting. Kosi reigns. Next year,
I wonder.
People are threatening us. Next year, I'm going to buy a Lamborghini. Next year.
Yeah. But I'm also seeing here, which is amazing, from what we talked about last week, Sisonke at home and Ituba Cares are also just here, which is super amazing. Which means their campaign is working really well to get Abantu Amakaya. I really love it. But what was the busiest day last week? Because I know what the busiest day shifted from the week before that.
Yeah. So the busiest day last week was actually Tuesday, the 12th of December.
Okay.
Right? It got just over 1 million tweets.
Sure.
1 million and some change.
Sure. And
some change. I think it's 1,020,000 tweets.
Okay.
And some of the words that are showing up in big, it's hashtag Zahara, hashtag RIP Zahara. There is genocide, Manchester United.
Hey.
Someone can touch further. The RAND manipulation conversation is still happening in the background.
For sure. It's just not on Twitter quite a lot.
No, it's on finance Twitter.
For sure.
Yeah.
But deep,
the
majority have kept quiet and they've moved on, as we always do.
Exactly. The majority are talking about Skomota.
That's so true.
Where's the elite?
And they're also debating about PAP. I mean, there was a big conversation. Sorry to just cut you off there. Yeah, there was a big conversation about PAP. I think it was on Friday. There was a big conversation about pap that our ladies, they don't cook the pap anymore. And then the gents are like, we start price late because, we're not fed well because I'm peggy pap.
But my problem is this.
Yeah.
We must learn how to make our own pap.
Yeah.
We mustn't rely on the ladies for
pap. No, we mustn't.
I cook the meanest pap, bro.
Sure.
The meanest.
But now there's a conversation here with the chores go to the least attractive people at a bride. But you want Zuma your dream crash with
the time of all times.
The time of all time. And somehow apparently the conversation is every nigga knows the time. Like that's the time. So like
I guess I'm different because I'm tuma no time.
Okusala uyazi ukuthi uyitime.
Mela yazi.
And kodwa uzongala. Uyazi uzongala umubiza uzoya kulandela kule play.
Mina ngekho umuntu omubi empilweni yami.
No. We all know that, but that was so. This is what's coming from Twitter.
It's not you. I know it's not you. It's Twitter.
So that's what Twitter. That's the conversation happening with the gents and people who will do that. So the Huns are saying no. They're not going to be cooking pap. You guys make your own pap. Or let's eat rolls.
I hate rolls.
Why aren't we like the new generation that eats rolls or in fact the new generation says no rolls. Sita inyama ne salad.
Okay, that I can.
Papa,
you ding the pap, bro.
Yeah, you
especially if you drink it.
Exactly. But yeah, interesting. I mean, we obviously seeing we're going back to the World Club for the busiest day. Obviously, so, we said Zahara came up quite a lot.
I think that's when they actually announced she passed on. I saw Black Coffee put out a tweet and edited it quickly and said R.I.P. while she was still in a critical condition.
No ways.
So he had to edit it. But at that time, when he edited the tweet, I think Sissy was already gone.
Okay, so he might have tweeted too fast. In fact, he probably got the news very quickly and he tweeted too fast.
We must stop this thing of tweeting before the family even announces.
Dude, you know what's so crazy? Some lady, I think it's DJ Mlu's cousin or sister. She said, I literally just found out on Twitter about my cousin's death or brother's death. I just can't remember what a way to do something along those lines. You know, we talked about it. People are so quick to just tweet.
Like there's a prize. There's no prize, guys. Reporting death, there is no prize.
I mean, some people unfortunately, some people are obviously looking to get paid, which we're going to get to the most top paid people. Some people are trying to get into conversations so that, you know, if they write RP Sahara or they want to break the news, RP DJ Mlu, everybody retweets their stuff, the conversation happens there. And it's wrong, guys, it's wrong. Somebody found out about that family death on social media. Even the family probably found out there, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that is the word cloud on the busiest day from last week, bro.
And the most 8 p.m. in the evening, followed by 9 p.m.
Okay.
We have 9 a.m. in the morning, followed by 10 a.m.
Okay.
Not a lot of change, but I think in December, people are going to start tweeting later.
For sure, they're definitely going to start tweeting just a bit later. Sure. But now, when we go to where people are tweeting the most, we see that it's still very much the same as last week. So we got Johannesburg as number 1, Cape Town number 2, Pretoria number 3, Durban number 4, Benoni number 5, Polokwane, Bloemfontein, PE, Bombela, and PMP.
PMP, baby, representing Zooms. Representing Mr. Zooms. So I'm going to give you the top 5. The numbers are the top 5, right?
Yeah.
Johannesburg, 1.5 million tweets.
Okay.
Cape Town, 654,000 tweets. They dropped.
Okay,
they dropped
quite a bit.
Yeah, they dropped quite a bit. I think they were in the 700s, 800s last week because of the boost was because of the HSBC 7s.
Okay, and not Henny, but that's Pretoria.
Yeah, that was Pretoria. So that was happening. Hence, it dropped a bit this week. Pretoria gained some more nyana. Now it's almost tied with Cape Town with 647,000 tweets. Durban, 385,000, dropped a bit.
Okay.
The foot skaters, Benoni, it was on 100K last week. It dropped to 95,000 this week.
Okay. So the foot skaters are definitely showing up. And there is actually a move. It's not, I think it's called
Straight out of Benoni.
Straight out of Foot Skating 101. It's Foot Skating 101.
Yeah. Is it that one?
Yes, and then there was another one, Straight Out of Benoni or something like that.
Straight Out of Benoni. There's a movie called Straight Out of Benoni.
Yeah, very dope and interesting one. But yeah, Benoni showing up in where people are tweeting the most. Let's go to I want to call them the toxic guys, but I can't call them that because there's some good people here, like Destiny Z. So, for sure. So who are the most mentioned tweeters? So the people that are mentioned the most on Twitter from last week. You see,
the guys, the Murekis, the guys that are getting paid by Elon.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 1,
Chris
No, number one is
Advo Beirut.
Yes, number one is Advo.
Advo Beirut is actually number one, yeah, and he's broken quite a lot of news this week.
I think it's last week. I mean, he's third week now being number one.
Number one, yeah. And Chris Excel at number two, obviously, which we'll get to the stats now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Advo Beirut was mentioned in 30,000 tweets that got 236 million impressions.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah, we all know the type of content that he puts out.
For
right?
sure, yeah.
We know
clickbaity.
that. Yeah, clickbait. Sometimes it's
unverified.
Okay, yeah, nah. But it's all unverified.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Number two, but he used to be juicy. Back in the days, he would drop news about politicians and that.
Yes, I remember that kind of stuff. And we also didn't know if it was true or not.
Yep.
And then we started, I started questioning whether that is a politician or not.
Yep.
But yeah, we know a lot of, Twitter is quite a darkish place if you go deeper into it, because we know a lot happens on Twitter.
And at some point, I think they even said, good, it's not ran by one person. It's like a group account.
For sure, yeah.
Where they all come with a different info.
Look, personally, I think Advo Beirut is like a very important figure in South Africa.
Yeah, he's the president of Black Twitter.
Yeah, in some way or another, and I do know that politicians definitely know who this is.
Yep.
And he plays in their space, because the news he puts out sometimes can be a bit dirty, and politicians do not want to be getting those news.
Sparing their dirty laundry,
from
man.
Drug dealers to all these kind of people, they don't want to be there. But yeah, interesting. Beirut at number one as the most mentioned tweeters in South
Africa. Number two, we have the most toxic. The most toxic.
The most toxic.
The most toxic. The most blocked.
The most blocked. Actually.
Chris Excel.
Probably the most blocked.
He's probably the most blocked. They know him at Twitter headquarters.
They definitely do.
Elon is probably like, hey, who's this Chris guy? Is he excelling? He was mentioned in 22,000 tweets that got 246 million impressions. I think that's the highest impressions, man. Well done, Chris.
For sure, yeah.
Well done.
Definitely shout out to him.
Number three.
Coming at number two.
Number three, the instigator himself. I am M. Blue Jay. M. Blue Jay.
Yeah. And this is second time. Is his second time?
Yeah, third.
Third time.
Third.
No, shout out.
Third. The man straight out of Zim. He's always got the juiciest news. Like now, I think I enjoy his news more than all of these guys here.
Okay, even more than Destiny Z.
Hey, Destiny is my favorite, bro.
Of course. If you want to catch up.
Destiny. So Destiny for me is number one.
Sure.
Like, because she doesn't try add anything. She doesn't comment. She will just write hashtag in case you missed it.
And she shows you what happened. Yeah.
Yep.
Not like the Chris Excel and their rules that are
teacher's pet who tested easy. But let's give you the stats on M Blue Jay. 17,000 tweets. He was mentioned in 17,000 tweets that got 77 million impressions. I believe that's the lowest actually in the top 5.
Okay,
my impressions wise. Who the instigator?
Sure, yeah, that is definitely amongst the top 5. I mean, the EFF might also be okay. Yeah, no, definitely they are. He definitely is. Yeah, for sure. And then at number 4, we got Destiny Z.
Destiny Z herself.
In case you missed it, basically.
In case you missed it, man. That's the in case you missed it lady.
For sure.
She was mentioned in 15,000 tweets that got 131 million impressions. At least, guys, we're giving you who to go to this December. If you see these people, just know they got paid.
They definitely got paid.
They got paid in dollars.
The bill's on them.
The bill is on them, man.
For sure. Shout out to Destiny Z. I mean, she made it to the top 10 in the top 10 hashtags with In Case You Missed It. And she makes it into the most mentioned tweeters at number 4 in South Africa. So shout out to you, Destiny Z.
She's a perfect combo. Wholesome as hell.
For sure.
Number 5. Number 5, we have the guys in red.
Yeah.
The guys in red, Baba. At EFF, South Africa. It was mentioned in 13,000 tweets that got 407 million impressions.
So that's probably got to do with the white BMW. and obviously Mbalula's tweets and stuff like that. So
but you know Julius is always saying
something. For sure.
Whether it's behind closed doors or something, he's always saying stuff.
For sure. We also know that they're campaigning obviously for in Mbombela for next year. They've got a rally or something like that going on. So the EFF is always pushing, and they're always featuring somewhere. Whether it's Julius, whether it is the EFF, they're always featuring somewhere in South Africa. So that's interesting, bro. Those are the top 5 most mentioned tweeters in the countries.
The talkers.
The talkers.
The mentions.
Hey, the mentions quite a lot. But yeah, bro, that's actually it for the stats for the week. But do we have a brand of the week?
There's no brand of the week.
Yeah.
And this was deliberate.
Okay.
Because since this is our last episode for the year, I believe we need to give shout outs.
Okay.
First shout out goes out to everyone that's getting married.
Shout out.
Everyone that's paying lobola, my man. Shout out to you, because people don't do that in December. December is when they play around.
For sure.
You are building a family. Solid. Shout out to everyone that's been supporting us. They deserve that.
Shout out for real.
The biggest shout out to them.
Shout out for real.
You watching this right now, shout out to you.
Shout out to you for sure, for real. It means quite a lot to us. Please make sure that you press the like and subscribe button just to give us more love, man. But we really, truly appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. We do this because we check the views, we check the comments, the offline conversations, and you guys keep us going. So shout out to you guys.
And this is not for clout. Yeah, we just want to inform you and give you context, because we saw that gap in the market, right?
For sure.
People will see something trending, but they don't know what it's all about.
For sure.
So we're here to give you that.
For sure.
We're giving you that.
Shout out to you guys. We're definitely giving you your flowers before on our last episode. But yeah, that is it for the week. And just before we close off, some sad news. We do know there was a gentleman by the name of Ndui Escobar. So that's the guy that actually passed away. Ndui Escobar. But yeah, shout out RIP to him. Sure, and condolences to the rest of the family and friends. But yeah, it definitely is some sad news to go into the new year, man. He is trending in South Africa right now as we're reporting. And of course, we know that my team we drew yesterday.
You have a team?
Rather, yeah. Hey, actually, I don't have a team. My former team,
Manchester United, drew,
so I don't even want to speak about them, actually.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep it at that, at the shout-outs. And also, obviously, shout-out to Color Space and shout-out to
Color Space. I think, the biggest shout-out goes to Color Space also, because they migrated us from audio to video,
for sure,
which is amazing, man. Look at this footage. 4K, chief.
Yeah. 4K footage.
4K footage. Maybe some can see that because the TV is not 4K.
For sure, but if you want to check us out in 4K, make sure you check us out in 4K. Definitely can stream us in 4K. And you can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts. You can listen to us also on Spotify Podcasts. Or
while you're road tripping.
For sure.
While you're driving down to Emakai.
Sure.
I got you.
For sure. But yeah, for Umshuti Wabashuti, happy holidays. Please come back safe in the next year. Happy New Year too. And I wonder what's gonna be the song of the year.
I think we're gonna cover that on the first episode back. We need to give the song of the year and what people were saying about the song of the year.
We know that's definitely gonna be
There's gonna be a lot of controversy around that.
For sure.
But I know it's a track from Durban. Always.
It's always a track from Durban.
It's always Durban. Never piano, guys. Stop counting your eggs before they
hatch. It's quite too
Is it chickens or eggs? What?
Both.
Oh.
You could count your eggs and your chickens. Because if you count
there you
go, yeah. But anyway, I'll definitely check you guys next year. Enjoy your plates, enjoy getting married, enjoy New Year's. From Umshuti Wabashuti, it's been absolutely amazing first season of Spaza Talk. Peace.
Shout out to 2023. 2023 has been nice to us. It's been great to us. Shout out to 2023. 2024 is even greater. So from your boy, Lebo, I'm signing out. Ciao.